Nice to know my kind will be on my side. Just don't believe the hype. And I know you're a terrible sight, but you'll be just fine. Just don't believe the hype. Hi guys, welcome back to the Bitesize Guitar channel and to another guitar tutorial. Today I'm going to be taking you through how to play The Hype by 21 Pilots. It's a really simple song using 3 easy chords that you should be able to play even if you're a complete beginner. So without further ado, let's take a look. Okay, so let's start by taking a look at the 3 chords we're going to be using in order to play the entire song. Those 3 chords are D major, A major, and E major. So starting with our D major, here I'm not playing the bottom E string or the A string. We're starting off with open D string. My first finger's on the 2nd fret of the G string, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the high E. Moving on then to our A major chord, again we're omitting the bottom E string, starting with the open A string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the B string, and the high E is open. And for our E major finally, we're going to be playing the open bottom E string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, 1st finger on the 1st fret of the G string, and the B and high E are both open. Now just a quick note here on putting those 3 chords together. If you play those chords with the exact fingerings I've just shown you there, we can actually keep our 1st finger anchored to this G string throughout all 3 chords, allowing us to have a much smoother transition between all 3 chords when we're playing the song. So if I just show you how that works, when I'm playing the D major, my 1st finger is on the 2nd fret of the G. As I move over to the A, I'm going to take everything bar that 1st finger off, and my 2nd finger transitions to the 2nd fret above my 1st finger, which remains on the 2nd fret of the G, and my 3rd finger tucks in underneath on the 2nd string on the 2nd fret. My 1st finger has never moved, maybe a slight transition to lower down on that 2nd fret, but it's still staying on the G string and still staying on that 2nd fret. So the D to the A, then transitioning to the E, all I'm going to do is move my 1st finger down 1 fret, still attached to that G string, and then my other 2 fingers simply spring up to the 2nd fret on the A string and the 2nd fret on the D string for the E. So that transition again, D, 1st finger stays down, A, 1st finger slides down to E. So that should facilitate a much smoother chord change when you're playing that progression. Now how those 3 chords fit together in the structure of the song is as follows. We're going to get 1 full bar of D major, followed by a full bar of A major, followed by 2 bars of E major. Now sometimes, in our verse for example, we might let those chords simply ring out for the entire bar, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there, the E is ringing out for both of its allotted bars. I'm not playing it again at the start of that 2nd bar. For example, in our verse that would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I feel cold, even paralyzed. My interior world needs to sanitize. I've got to step through or I'll dissipate. I'll record my step through for my basement tapes. So you might like to keep the strumming pattern pretty sparse on the verse sections of the song. However, whilst the chord progression is going to remain the same throughout, we could add interest and create a bit more contrast by introducing a more complicated strumming pattern when playing perhaps our chorus. So for example, the strumming pattern for the chorus goes something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm actually playing there is down, 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 up, up, down, down, down. Again, that's down, 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 up, down, down, down. Or we could count that as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4. So as soon as we start to count it, we can see that actually that strumming pattern is taking place over 2 bars. Now that's absolutely fine. We just have to remember that for the first 2 bars, we're going to be playing a slightly different strumming pattern in bar 1 than in bar 2. And likewise when we play the second 2 bars, so bars 3 and 4, we're playing a slightly different strumming pattern in bar 3 than in bar 4. Now what actually happens as you get used to this is you'll start to hear the strumming pattern as a whole, and it simply exists over the course of 2 bars. So for example, when I'm playing D to A, my bar of D will sound down, 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 up. That's all I'm going to play on the D. Again, that's down, 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 up. I then have 1 beat in which to change to my A major, where I'm missing out the first beat of that second bar. And the strumming pattern I'm going to play on my A major is 1 and 2, 3, 4. Again, that's 1 and 2, 3, 4. So if we put those together, it should sound and look a little something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. Or we could think about that as down, 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 up, up, down, down, down. And again, down, 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 up, down, down, down. We then repeat that exact same strumming pattern for both bars of our E major. So that would sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, down, down. Again, that's down, 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 up, down, down, down. Or we could think of that as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4. So hopefully that should start to make more sense as you start to put the chord progression together. Obviously when we're on our E major, that strumming pattern's slightly easier because we don't have to worry about changing to any other chord. If I play that entire strumming pattern then over the 4 bars, which we are simply going to repeat for every section of the song. So once you've mastered this, you have everything you need to play the song. It should sound a little something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to the song. We're simply going to play those 3 chords in that 4-bar phrase repeatedly for every section of the song. Just take a listen to the original recording if you're unsure at all at which point the guitar drops out for certain sections, and also maybe play around with dynamics to add greater contrast between our verse and chorus sections. Thank you for watching. That's the end of this video. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to the channel and give this video a like if you enjoyed it or found any of it useful. You might also like to check out some of these videos and let me know in the comments section below what you'd like to learn next. Until then, I'll see you there.